Oh boy, you guys seem to be liking the Star Wars videos. Or by liking, I mean viewing, because some of them aren't that well received. But I just want to talk about something that has been on my mind for a while regarding the Star Wars fan community. And that's the general attitude towards... Well, I was going to start off with the general attitude towards the character of Boba Fett. But that's not my problem. My problem is... Let me just get to my core thesis. Let people like Boba Fett. Especially in recent years, I've seen people go hard at people who like Boba Fett. So much anti-Boba Fett fan sentiment out there. And it's coming to the forefront, especially with The Mandalorian, with people saying things like, The Mandalorian is the only good thing that has involved Mandalorians ever. Which is a veiled jab at people who like Boba Fett. People basically point out that Boba Fett does nothing of significant import and then gets eaten by a pit in the ground, and that therefore anyone who likes Boba Fett, the understanding is anyone who likes the character of Boba Fett is mentally retarded. That's not the word I want to use. Hasn't developed the ability to understand story, character, and themes yet, and only care about things looking cool. And so people like to rein that above other people, I think, and say, oh, you like Boba Fett, that shows your tastes. So I guess I understand why there's such... I understand why there's an intellectual, that's what we're going to use, an intellectual counter movement against the Boba Fett fans, but this was a long time ago, a galaxy far, far away, where you had people who were like, yeah, Boba Fett's the best and stuff like that. And then you had the counter culture come in saying, oh, Boba Fett doesn't do anything, all he does is look cool, and therefore if you like him, you have a shallow ability, your ability to understand plot and characters is shallow. But now I'm starting to see that camp is now whining and complaining about Boba Fett fans over the amount of people who like Boba Fett. Nowadays, when I see people who like the character of Boba Fett, they kind of just chill in their own corner, say like, hey, I like this little Boba Fett dude, it's pretty cool. You know, he's got a green helmet, some red outlines, that's pretty dank. I put on a glove at some point during this video. I don't remember when, I don't remember why, but we have this glove here now. So I see Boba Fett fans, and you know, it's kind of wholesome. Just seeing these guys look at this Boba Fett dude like, hey, that looks cool. And is there any shame in looking at something that looks cool and saying, oh, that looks cool, I like it, and you know, sticking Boba Fett bumper stickers all over your car, getting a Boba Fett tattoo, whatever, because you like this dude who looks cool. You see in Boba Fett whatever you want to see. So, what I just want to say here is let people like Boba Fett. There are so many people who are just like instantly hostile and really toxic, to use an overused word, toxic towards people who like Mandalorians and Boba Fett. And that used to be a thing. Mandalorians, people used to attack people who liked Mandalorians, saying, oh, they don't really do anything. But now that the Mandalorian shows come out, everyone's liking Mandalorians, and for good reason. But that doesn't... I can just... Even though I don't really fall into the camp of people who are like that into Boba Fett and Mandalorians, I can just feel their rage at how they used to be looked down upon for their love of the Mandalorians and Boba Fett. And only now is everyone who are joining hands like, yeah, go Mandalorians. I can just feel their just how unfair it is to them. The reason I made this video is because I saw a few tweets and stuff like that talking about how they did not like people who like Boba Fett, and I just want to say, chill out, let people like what they like, and if they like Boba Fett, let them like Boba Fett, man. What's wrong with liking this dude in some cool armor? You know? They might be able to understand deeper characters and themes and plots and stuff like that. That doesn't mean they don't hate, but that doesn't mean they can't like Boba Fett, you know? I know this is a short video, but yeah, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Let people like Boba Fett. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Links to my social medias are down in the description, including the Discord server and the Twitter account. I almost said Twitter server. Also link to my Patreon if you want to support me. I'm very thankful for everyone who supports me on Patreon. Every time I see that there's a new patron, like my heart just goes like it's really amazing that some of you are willing to support me. There are no words to express how grateful I am. And the name of all the patrons this month can be found in the description, you know, down there in that box. If you want to become one of them, check out the description. Or check out the Patreon. But yeah, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Huge thanks to our patrons, including this month's $10 plus patron, Josh Adkins. Check out the description for more patrons and more info about how you can receive a shout out here.
Don't you back down, show me a true